front three explained. Let's get into it.
Level 1.
This is the pub level. You know this trio because this is a trio your dad can't shut up about. His dentist friend on the left, him with his geriatric knees in the 9, and the local drunk as the right winger. Middle-aged men not knowing to let it go and pick up a more realistic hobby for their frame. This is the only trio on this list that you and 2 literal blind men can outscore.
That a blind person can't play football.
This trio can do it all, as long as the all is running around aimlessly until the pub whistle rings at the end of the match. What is a goal? This front three will have your team barely surviving, where goal droughts are measured in months, not matches. The legendary front three of Verini, Balotelli and Lampard. These attacks are more docile than a blind mice in an empty cupboard. The only reason your team is winning matches is because somehow, someway the wingers are able to find the tall midfielder arriving late into the box. If your team has this level of front three, I'm sorry. F your granddad for being a QPR fan, or worse, Spurs. This is the relegation for the front three, the likes of Callum Wilson, Lewis Paqueta and Jarrod Bowen. To be honest, any front three Jarrod Bowen has ever been a part of. Hashtag pray for Bowen, he needs to move on. Mid-table madness. Thank God we made it here. The mid-table ballers. These are the attacks that might have 1 great baller and 2 mids, or maybe the collective is better than anyone in here. This is the likes of Wayne Rudlick, Nathan Dreyer, and sing it with me, come on Wilfred Barney. I love that shit. They're capable of going on a 2-game run where everything just clicks, just to stop producing for the next 4. Almost every team had this trio before. For some, this is a transitional period. For others, I'm looking at you Bournemouth, this is their peak. This level is getting better, but in most cases, just isn't enough. Do you got any more of that? Goals? This is where we start with some truly good front threes. When your team is playing them, you know one of these motherfuckers are going to ruin your week. And if this is your team, you are so happy to have them. Think Alexis Sanchez, Oliver Giroud and Santi Cazorla. Do you remember that? That was beautiful football, man. Think back to the likes of Shinji Okazaki, Jamie Vardy and Raheem Mahrez. These are true ballers. They capture your imagination, they inspire you to believe that maybe this can be your year. They combine regularly and at times the chemistry is off the chart. Each goal celebration turns into a K-pop dance, smiles and dabs, when the vibes are more plentiful than cup finals or sustained title charges. Some even achieve the impossible. However, at the end of the day, they're still miles off from being truly great. The Destroyers. These are your superstars, highly regarded by fans and a treat to watch. They usually lack the trophies or individual skills to make it further up to the list. Think about the goal reigning forwards of Liverpool circa 2013-14, Sturridge, Suarez, Sterling. A fantastic display of attack. The likes of Frank Ribery, Lewandowski and Arjen Robben. You get what I'm saying here? These are great front threes. They make me excited to live. You hate to face them but can't wait to see the Streets Won't Forget videos at the end of the season. The Ballers. This level is made for these 2 sets of forward packs. Last year's Barcelona, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, they fall short in the Champions League, but the front three has combined for a GA of 146. This front three from last year was electric. When people talk about flair and skill expression, the wingers of this Barcelona team is who they reference to, even when they don't. This level is reserved for pure diabolical goal scoring threats, and included in this level is the only national front three for me worth mentioning: Ronaldinho, Ronaldo and Rivaldo. There's no need to say more. The GOAT. This level is where the greatest ever lives. I will start with the best front three the Premier League has ever seen. If you have another front three in mind, you are wrong. Like there's no way around it. Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino and Mohamed Salah. Listen, if you somehow already forgot this Liverpool team, let me reintroduce them. They connected for some of the most exciting plays in football. Roberto Firmino linking up play with both the wingers. Mohamed Salah, man. The guy playing this season, he's an imposter. Pre-hair transplant Salah was moving mad. Oh my god. And Sadio Mane. Okay, maybe somehow you don't agree. Well, what if I show you this? Neymar, Suarez, Messi. NSM. Just saying it feels right. Watching it is almost not safe for work. Holy moly, this is the front three you would have built in FIFA back in the day. The best up and coming winger in the world, the best number 9 maybe ever, and the undisputed GOAT. Flair, skill, passing, striking, whatever I can think about to say here to explain to you how magical this front three was. This was the time to be alive. If your team played against this Barcelona side, you would start practicing voodoo to ensure Neymar's knees would break. Because God have mercy on my soul, there's no surviving this team right here. But it would be unfair and unethical not to mention the counterpart of this team. There is a front three so clinical, it's almost as if they were robots. Even their manager was a serial winner. Imagine, if you will, Usain Bolt is a Welshman and can bowl so hard this shit cray. A Frenchman who doesn't eat baguettes, he feasts on the back of the net. And lastly, a boy from Madeira who went to Manchester and has found himself a cold-blooded, faster than lightning, harder than steel, he scores so hard he can make your granddad squeal shooter. If you took Michael Jordan's mentality and built a footballer with that as his main trait, you would get Cristiano Ronaldo. This trio tormented the Champions League for 3 seasons running. You can't believe how dominant the side was in Europe. You could live to be 100 years old and will never see the same level of players like the ones here. This has been the 7 levels of front threes.